It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to an unscheduled breaking news issue of travel and cruise industry news on the 6th day of January, 2021. Before I get into that, on a personal note, yesterday's chemo went quite well. Of course, we got a post up last night. If you haven't seen it, you might want to check it out because it did have some substantially good news yesterday for a change. I'm a little fatigued, is the only side effect so far. Of course, they loaded me up with the anti-nausea stuff yesterday, and then I have pills that I take here. I took last night again and then again this morning. But so far, so good on that front. I am fatigued. I did not sleep well. I slept a couple hours, was up 3 or 4 hours, and then back to sleep for a couple hours. So it was just kind of an up and down night. So that didn't help on the fatigue issue. But we had some breaking news in the travel and cruise industry space. I wanted to get to you early this morning. A Carnival ship is set to sail in January. But folks, don't get all upset. That's not from the U.S. It is Costa Cruises, who announced that it will restart operations in Italy on January 31st, citing uncertainty with regards to COVID restrictions in the coming weeks. It has confirmed that all cruises were canceled for the remainder of January until the 31st. Restarting operations, which quite frankly, folks, I think is a very risky move. The Costa Deliziosa will sail the itinerary that was originally planned for the Costa Smeralda with itinerary options of 3, 4, and 7 days. The company applied these changes to its plan schedule with the pandemic situation. There it is. I was looking for the picture. That's the Costa Deliziosa. They think that the Deliziosa will allow greater itinerary flexibility to respond to changes in the COVID-19 scenario while maintaining a unique and exclusive cruise experience on board one of the most beautiful and welcoming ships in the Costa fleet. COVID numbers in Europe are bad, just like they are in the U.S., plus vaccine distribution issues that are not totally worked out. And who knows how long it's going to take to get the back end of the vaccine issues where we actually get people stuck in the arms. So I still think that's an issue, a major issue on board a cruise ship, which we've had several of. Could stop the industry for months to come, and that's worldwide. So good luck to Costa. As you know, Costa and MSC were successfully sailing despite the pandemic efforts before this last major spike all over Europe. And of course, now we got the new variants, which it's not totally proven that the vaccine will work on that, but we expect in many cases that it will be. So the Smeralda deployment will be announced shortly, possibly later today. Excuse me for the sip of coffee. I'm tickled pink, folks. My taster's still working. The first trip around, the very next day, everything tasted metal. So I can taste my coffee this morning, which is a good thing. One other story to cover this morning, folks. Caribbean hospitality giant Gordan Butch Stewart has passed away. The Jamaican-born hoteler, founder of Sandals International, passed away in the United States yesterday after a short illness at age 79. He was born in 1941 in Kingston, Jamaica, where he grew up along the north coast of the country. His adopted nickname was given to him by an American sailor. Stewart was the founder of Sandals Resort, the leading hotel chain in the Caribbean, Beaches Resorts, and their parent company, Sandals Resorts International. He also led the ATL Group and the Jamaica Observer. Stewart chose to keep a very recent health diagnosis private, and his family respected that wish. Sandals Resorts famously offered two people in love the most romantic, luxury-included holiday experience in the Caribbean. With 16 stunning beachfront settings in Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, the Bahamas, Barbados, and Grenada, Sandals offered more quality inclusions than any other resort company on the planet. Sandals Resort is part of a family-owned Sandals Resort International, which includes Beaches Resorts and the Caribbean's leading all-exclusive resort company. They recently announced plans to expand into Curacao. Butch was known as one of the most successful Jamaican businessmen ever, with a fortune running to hundreds of millions of dollars. Rest in peace, Butch Stewart. So, sad story this morning, and a risky story, I think, on the Deliziosa, sailing January 31st. We, of course, will be following that one closely. I doubt, since this is unannounced, that anybody... Oh, Gretchen did pop in this morning. Good morning, Gretchen. I do appreciate you being here. Gretchen sleeps about as badly as I do, and she says, good morning, surprised to see you today. Yeah, well, this came up overnight, and I saw it, and I said, oh, that's a big enough story. I need to get that up this morning. So that's going to wrap me up for today. Gretchen, thanks for being with me. I wasn't counting on having anybody, so that was a good thing. But that's going to wrap me up today. Oh, one other thing. For those of you that will watch us on the replay, the Cruise Amigos on Sunday will be doing a special program on Qatar with their situation with the pandemic and cruises being shut down, and hopefully we might raise a little money on support for the folks over in Qatar. Of course, if all goes well, I will be in Qatar in October on my European tour. Because of issues that Pete has run into with his business, I'm not sure. He may have to cancel one of the two cruises that we have booked. I think it might be the one that goes to Qatar. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And that's is subject to change too with the pandemic situation in the UK. So anyway, we're going to have a show on Qatar. We've got a guest of one of the excursion folks in Qatar, and I think our friend from Scotland, who's been there several times and has some pictures, might share some pictures with us again. And that, of course, is Allison Moore. So a show from Qatar on Sunday on the Cruise Amigos Live from London, and that's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. London time. So that's going to wrap me up for today, guys. Again, thanks for joining this breaking news on travel and cruise industry news. We regularly do travel and cruise industry news on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please join me tomorrow, actually, for our regularly scheduled broadcast. And we'll see if my luck from coming out of the chemo good goes. I know the side effects got to catch up at some point in time. I know that's going to happen, but maybe it'll be less than it was last time. All right, that's going to wrap me up today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this on replay. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. A little button down there in the lower right-hand corner. We cover travel and cruise industry stuff, news and videos and comments worldwide on cruising, and then a special episodes on my journey with prostate cancer, as I'm doing a very public journey of everything that happens to me in this fight with prostate cancer and so forth. So wraps me up for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you for watching today's Travel and Cruise Industry News. Join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for another episode. Travel and Cruise Industry News is a production of Chillie's Cruises.